Welcome to the Defense and Aerospace Report. I'm Vaga Muradian, and thanks for joining us for the Cyber Report, sponsored by Northrop Grumman, your guide to how to think about all things cyber and cybersecurity. And joining us is Matt Jorgensen from the Northrop Grumman team. Matt, thanks very much for joining us.
It's great to be here.
Last week, we talked a little bit about sort of the foundations of cybersecurity and how to think about it, right? If you're doing a cybersecurity thing, that's always the best place to start. But what's the difference between, thinking about cybersecurity and actually strong cybersecurity? Because isn't the only kind of cybersecurity you should have to be the strongest possible cybersecurity?
Well, that's a great point. When you're looking at strong cybersecurity, you're really looking at a multi-layered approach to protecting and defending your networks, your systems, your programs, and also bringing into account that underlying foundational responsibility of an individual making smart online choices.
Walk us through what some of those smart choices have to be, right? Because as we said last week, make a wrong click, it can cost you money, it can cost you your reputation, and more. How do folks need to think about this on a baseline basis?
In the end, it's up to you, and that's going to be your strongest defense. Your strongest defense is going to be the individual actions and smart choices of each user. So when we look at owning it, you want to take inventory and stock of all that connected devices and your connected programs out there that are really relaying your information to the outside world.
Well, right. Right now, your fridge is taking stock of what's in there, compiling a list, and then sharing it with your phone, right? Your toaster is doing that. At the end of the day, the whole idea is to interconnect all of these, and each one of those are a potential vulnerability.
So your cybersecurity is only going to be as strong as the weakest protection you have on any one of those devices or accounts that you use that really grant access and open a doorway into your personal sensitive information.
Let's talk a little bit about sharing information, because every single interaction is a sharing of information in cyberspace. How do people need to think about that?
Your online security is similar to your physical security. Take an example of crossing the street if you see a potential bad actor walking towards you. You would take that action if you want to use that as an extra layer of protection for yourself. The difference with cybersecurity is often you can't see somebody coming or cyber attacker coming until it's too late.
That's right, because it can come in almost any form, and whether it's a scam or a phishing attack, you're not going to get a lot of advance warning before you have to encounter it.
Absolutely. So you want to make it as difficult for that cyber attacker to see you as possible. So understanding the devices and applications that you use every day will help protect you and keep your vital personal information safe.
It all starts with taking stock and owning it.
Absolutely.
Matt, thanks very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for joining us for this Cyber Report, sponsored by Northrop Grumman, right here on the Defense and Aerospace Report. We'll see you again next week.